that going. You can see how our audio sounds. This happens every time I try to do that. One thing I am gonna do. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Who's watching the Ryder Cup? It is not going well for the home team. Check, 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 check. It is not going well for the home team. That sounds pretty good. All right, guys, so we don't have a ton of time this afternoon. But we are going to use this 30 to 45 minutes that we do have to work on some drills. Continuing to work on this early extension fight. Really working on keeping my chest down, rotating around my spine angle. So still working on some of these little half swings, chippy shots to Hey, Doug's here, Gunner's here. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Oh. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Today is day 7 on our Back to Scratch challenge. Thank you guys very much for all your support as we've started this challenge. Pretty cool stuff. Let's just do a hard reset. We're gonna go 8 iron. Let's check the alignment. Nice. That looks good. Okay. Would you recommend Amazon clubs to start? Without knowing more, I would say probably not. I think you can get a really good beginner set from, Costco, or you can start putting a set together like off of eBay. That was a really good rep. I'm really happy with that feel. Keeping the chest down. Okay, guys, we're in business with the RAPSODO. I don't know if you can tell, but we had to do a little bit of leveling work to get this to read at the proper angle, but Rippling wants to know about the size of the net. The net is 8x6, or 8x8, I should say. Really high quality product. This is the Net Return Pro Series. Check the link in the description of the live stream. There's a 10% discount code, and you guys can really help me out just by clicking that link. So go to the description, check out that Net Return. Hey, Jeremy's here. So Jeremy, we posted another update last night, and as of yesterday, we are down to a 2.0 handicap index. We were able to play 9 holes yesterday. It's just been tough to find time to get out on the golf course. But we did shoot even par, 1 birdie, 1 bogey yesterday. I think the trick is going to be getting on some more difficult golf courses and continuing to play well. Nice. That was a really, really good strike there as far as what we're seeing on the ball speed. That was more of a full swing, but maybe like 85, 90% speed. Nice. That was more maybe 95. It seems right. 152, 113. I just got the newest and best net return. It's a hay bale. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm sure that works great. So see guys, this is really cool stuff. It says we hit a big pull, but that's okay. Right, so this is what you'd see. Oh, it's gonna be very bright. Hopefully you can see it. 152, 113 ball speed. Launch angle seems a little bit low, but that's okay. Diggy, do you favor a fade swing? No, I try to play every shot as straight as I can. If anything, I like to see the driver maybe fade a tiny bit. But most of this year I've been playing these kind of pretty straight, or maybe even falling to the left draws with my irons. How do I get more yardage in all my clubs? Good question, Gunnar. Two options. You can optimize the club head speed that you do have by, hitting the center of the face, launching the ball at the appropriate angle, hitting the ball first and then the turf right in the center of the club face. That's option one. Or option two is add more club head speed. Learn how to swing the club faster, deliver more club head speed into the ball, and thus generate more ball speed. More ball speed means more distance. All right, guys, starting to feel pretty nice and loose after swinging some of those 8-irons, so I'm going to do some wedge work. Give ourselves a target number. How about our target number 95 yards, we'll say. We're going to switch this to sand wedge. We're going to practice trying to hit that 95 number on our RAPSODO MLM. Hey, Tom the Low-Key Scott is here. What's up, Tom? Long time no see yet again. So, don't be sorry, my dude. Can't believe you aren't watching Sunday Ryder Cup. Well, Tom, there's not much to watch, is there? It's kind of been decided, I think. Plus, I have this very cool new launch monitor that I'm trying out and testing out here in the net. All right, 95-yard swing. $94. Look at that, guys. That's great stuff. We were targeting 95, hit it 94 on the very first try. Boom. Look at that. That's a really good indicator. Really happy to see that. Tom says, got my first tattoo, only a matter of time before I look like you. You're exactly right, Tom. I once thought, I've told the story on the stream before, but in my life, I thought I was going to have one tattoo. I got the first one and I was like, that's it. I don't need any more. The moral of the story is, guys, you're going to be wrong about some things. That's okay. That might be like 98, 99. 99. All right, 95. I'm going to guess that's like 92. 84. Ew. Can't be missing these by 10 yards, guys. So, Tom, since you've been gone, we started a back-to-scratch challenge. My handicap got up as high as like 2.2, and I just said enough. Enough already, and gave myself 30 days to get back to scratch. So we are doing lots of extra practice, putting pretty much every day, live streaming it, recording updates at the end of the day. Got to spend more time on the short game. Also live streamed a couple times from the golf course recently. Most recently yesterday morning, which was really fun. Shot even par for 9 holes. Nathan, yeah, exactly. Net return. Triple flip the club and catch it in swing to hit the ball. I could try to do that. However, I'm concerned that I would end up in an ambulance. That was pulled. It might go longer than 95. 99. This is a good sign, though, guys. If I'm able to kind of call in the air before it reads and have a good sense. That felt pretty close to 95. 91. Okay. That means we're doing something right, on the right track. Caitlin, what launch monitor are you using? Looking for a good one that won't break the bank. Great question, Caitlin. This is a RAPSODO MLM, which stands for Mobile Launch Monitor. You can run it with any iPhone or iPad, at least one that's built like in the last 10 years, I'm pretty sure. Once I got it set up on a nice level surface with my mat here, it's been really, really cool. The data seems very good. It's very close to what I would expect to see on the golf course. They also sent me these very cool RCT golf balls, which are designed for this setting. So definitely recommend checking those out. And the best part, guys, if you already have an iPhone, you can run this. You can have an at-home launch monitor for less than $300. This thing's $299. Give me 95. That felt pretty good. 97. All right, 97. You know what else we could try to do? We could do random call-out numbers, like you guys say, 110 or 165, whatever it is. Me too, big guy. My greatest trick is hitting the ball straight. I'm more like a magician. Now you see my ball, now you don't. Very well said, my dude. Hey, Country Boys is here. What's up? All right, show me 95. $93. Getting close, guys. This is some really exciting progress as far as our distance control goes. All right, let's call it a different number. Let's try for 65. You know what would be cool is if there was almost like a way to set a target with a pin out on the range. But this works too. We definitely got to try a combine at some point. Tom said 93. Yeah, that's right, Aura. Aura is exactly right. Okay, so we're going 65. 65. This is 60-degree, guys. No, I don't think we picked it up. We might have put the ball too far over. Still getting the hang of where exactly it wants to be reading the ball. I also think sometimes it doesn't like being disturbed. And admittedly, guys, I got an old iPhone 8 to run this so that I could continue using my current setup to stream. So if you have, presumably most of you will have a newer phone than that, and it would be even faster. Do you know the farthest you have hit with that club? Which club is that? Like sand wedge? My sand wedge I used to hit like 118, 115 very consistently. And I just don't swing that hard on the golf course anymore, guys. It's not worth it. Whoa. I like swinging most of my clubs in that kind of 85 to 90% range. Having a really good feel for where the club face is, how far the ball is going to go. Especially with wedges, it's all about distance control and accuracy, not about maxing out the distance. Okay. Can anybody tell me if the driver I just bought is good? Cobra King F8. Yeah, I'm sure it's good. Cobra makes really good quality equipment. And, pretty much any piece of equipment from one of the large OEMs that you guys get, if it's built in the last 10 years, it's going to perform really solidly for you, I imagine. Oh, thanks, Gunnar. I appreciate you answering that question for me. Also, guys, if you want to see more about the clubs that we're playing, go check out The What's in the Bag video. We just posted that. Show me 65. Seem to be having a tougher time picking up these shorter ones. We're getting good. Gunner, what's your favorite club right now? Right now, I've got to say, still probably driver. I just like hitting driver the most. I like hitting it far. In your opinion, how many times do you need to play or practice per week to improve your game? Well, I would say it does depend on what kind of practice you're doing and for how long, right? So, you know, if I said like practice every day, but you only did 10 minutes a day, that's not perfect. So I would think about it in terms of cumulative hours. I would think if you want to actually improve, you probably got to be spending 5 to 10 hours a week on your game. Let's try video practice. Net, RCT ball. Okay. We're gonna go lob wedge. And what we're hoping to see, guys, 65 yards. Liam has a Nike Sasquatch, very cool. I have 60 degree in hand, guys. We're practicing that 65 yard yardage, working on our wedge control distances. Still not enjoying, it's not picking up these shorter shots quite as effectively. All right, so that's certainly in the right vicinity. Nothing. I wonder if it seems very hot. That probably isn't the best. I have a TaylorMade QI10 Max in the bag right now. Let's see. I'm going to try over here some more. We got the blue light like it wanted to pick it up. It's one of those things, guys, right? Of course, as soon as you start trying to mess around with stuff, it was working great. Turn the stream on, and then it's like, maybe we'll be a little cranky. We're gonna click play, try the virtual range, connect. Another cool feature, guys, you can build out your own set of clubs. Okay, green means go, right? Hey, David's here. Triple bogey said nice setup, thanks. Thinking of getting a tailor-made QI35. Any advice? Yeah, I think if you're going to spend the money on a brand new driver, it's worth getting fit. You know, trying out a bunch of different options. All right, perfect. That's exactly what I expected to see for that swing. So we've got it in a good spot. We're going to change the club back to the lob wedge. See if it likes this any better. Okay, that's about what we'd expect. 85. The more of a full swing with this club. Okay, nice. Now we're dialed in. We've got to just keep it right in that spot. Is there anywhere else I can follow or watch you? Great question, Gunnar. Yeah, well, you can check us out on Instagram and now on TikTok as well. Although I would share that the bulk of, you know, the live streams and the premium content is going to be focused still here on YouTube. Show me 65. No, we didn't pick it up on that one. Nope. Having a harder time, I'm noticing, with the shorter shots. I'll keep that in mind. Let's go gap wedge. Grab our 52 degree and see what those numbers look like. Jimmy, how long have you been playing? I've been playing golf for probably 15 or 18 years. Started playing competitively in high school, then in college. $117, that seems dead on for the swing we just made. All right, let's try to hit this 105. That's going to be short, like 90, 95, I would guess. Yeah, short. Your posture looks spot on. Thanks, Jimmy. It's something I've been working pretty hard on, and something that I still struggle with a little bit, just getting a little bit too rounded. All right, 105. $91. Ah. 118 again. Okay, so that's about what we'd expect full swing with this club. You know, like we call it the 120 club. Kane says, awesome swing, man. Definitely hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate that, Kane. Thanks so much. Ludovicus, how do you hit using 6-iron? Well, the same way you would with a 5 or a 7. Just, you know, my best piece of advice would be to really slow it down if there's a particular club that you're struggling with. you know, just really go through some slow motion rehearsals. You know, practice hitting the center of the face at slow speed. $119 seems very consistent for that full swing, which is cool. I wish there was a way for you guys to see the result on the screen as well. Maybe sometime in the future we can figure out a way to do that. That's probably going to be short. That felt a tiny bit high on the face. 116, yeah, a couple yards. Hello, are you reading club head, speed, or distance? What are you using in your phone? So this is a RAPSODO MLM, guys. It's a portable launch monitor. If you want to learn more about it, check out the description of the live stream. You know, maybe if Tom's still here, he can drop in the, oops, we're dropping stuff. Here, we'll go like this. ASMR, we are in the northeast part of the US, East Coast. So I'm reading out the total distance, or the carry distance. So this is a gap wedge. That last one was 116. We'd expect this club on the golf course to go kind of in that 115 to 120 range. With a good strike. Like that was really good. Stayed down through it. 116 again. Do you feel like you over-rotate your lower body, specifically trail leg? I can't say I think about it that much, to be honest with you, Jimmy. You know, my tendency certainly is to get a little bit steep, and that can be from, you know, the lower body kind of out-racing. But right now I'm mostly focused on just keeping my chest down and not, you know, kind of going towards the target. $124, yeah, that felt like it was a bit faster. Do you use this driver? Do you use driver on this net as well? I do. We definitely have hit drivers into here before. LeBron's here. ASMR is here. Welcome to the stream, guys. We're going to hit a handful more balls. There we go. Let's see how that swing looks. 126 on that one. Is there somebody named Pakistan in here? What kind of clubs do you have? I have TaylorMade TPMB irons, Vokey wedges. I've got a lab putter and TaylorMade woods. Driver, 5 wood, 7 wood, and hybrid. That's what I have in the bag at the moment. There is a cool what's in the bag video that we just posted, guys. If you are interested, go see all the clubs in the bag. 128 on that swing. So you can tell there is definitely another, you know, tempo or gear, right? But the kind of really comfy one for me is more in that kind of, you know, 118 to 120 type speed with this club anyway. You've really got a good golf swing. Thanks very much, Jimmy. We have definitely been working hard at it. $129 that time. So definitely a mix. All right, well, we're going to try pitching wedge now. see what it says. All right, 3 more swings, guys, and then we're going to call it a day for today. How far do you hit driver? Ball speed on the golf course is usually in like the mid 160s, so anywhere from like 280 to 300, depending on how good I hit it and, you know, conditions, that kind of thing. Hunter, if you need more speed, 2 options. You can optimize the clubhead speed you do have. That was strange. You know, optimize the clubhead speed you do have, or generate more clubhead speed. Right, so that's lifting weights or speed training. All right, here we go. Pitching wedge. I think somebody guessed 138. Let's see. Oh, just had a bug fly into my eye. Got it out, I think. That was crazy. What? $139. Very good guess. Very good guess, Jimmy. All right, guys. One more swing for today. Oh, see how that one did? Oh, it might not have got a good read on it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for all your support recently on the channel. Can't thank you enough for following along, subscribing, liking the videos, sharing them with your friends, all that good stuff. We'll be back with more content and live streams soon. Thanks for checking it out today. We'll see you next time, guys.